If you're feeling stuck, lacking motivation, mental clarity, not executing at a level you know you're capable of doing, this video is for you. Let me tell you guys, the execution that you're seeking is not a lack of discipline, it's not a lack of talent, but maybe it's a lack of clarity. Maybe there's areas in your life that are leaking energy, that are leaking time and essential power and ingredients that you need to continue pursuing your goals and your dreams. And in today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through the Clarity Audit. This is something that I provide to every single one of my clients, the opportunity to put their life on a canvas, specifically in these 5 pillars that I've identified that are crucial to creating joy, to creating consistency, and to creating a life of abundance. See, I've lived this. I've used this framework throughout my life since 2018 that allowed me to really get on a trajectory that I was excited about, and in periods where I was once again lost and I needed to take shape. Where am I at? And so the challenge I've noticed with founders, high performers, creators, artists, we put so much of our energy towards the work, towards money, towards the aspect of building. But what we leave behind sometimes is our health, our relationships, the environment that we're living in. And so when we're out of balance in these other areas of our life, we can't show up fully for our dream, for our craft, for our vision, because it's actually our health, it's actually the beautiful relationships in our life that fuel us, that inspire us to continue taking steps in the right direction, taking steps in the right direction of our future version. And so for this Clarity Audit, we look at everything from a 0 to 10 scale. So what I want you guys to do right now is grab your notebook. I want this to be interactive. I want you to have a moment of pure reflection for your life and the future that you're headed into. And right here in this present moment, decipher, get introspective. Where am I at right now? Okay, and so the 5 pillars that I've identified that are crucial for us to focus on is money and finances, career and business, our relationships, whether that's friendships, family, intimate partner, our environment, and most importantly, our health. So write each one of those down and kind of put on a scale 0 out of 10. And I'm going to break each one down for things that we should be reflecting on and thinking about when we are going to grade these sections, these aspects, and our level of joy and appreciation for them. All right, and the first one I want to start out with is money and finances, which this one is always a vulnerable conversation for all of us. There is so much shame and guilt built around the amount of money we have in our bank account, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can start to build a symbiotic relationship with money, with finances, no longer being afraid of it, but taking it head on, taking ownership for your money and your finances. So my first question to you is, are you avoiding the numbers? Are you avoiding your bank account? Are you avoiding taking stock of where you're at? Are you satisfied with how much money you're making on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis? Is it helping you take closer steps towards your dreams and your goals? Do your finances give you anxiety? Or do they empower you? Do they empower you to take bigger risks? Do they empower you to take leaps towards your dreams? Do they empower the person that you're becoming? And every single area we're going to focus on, these pillars that I've identified, I'm going to offer a 7-day habit that you can integrate to change that, to build greater confidence in that area if it is on the lower end. And so for the next 7 days, I challenge you to track your finances, everything that's going out, everything that's coming in. And yeah, for some of us, we might think that's tedious. For some of us, we might think that's annoying. But actually, that's how we take stock. That's how we gain greater awareness as to where our leaks are with our finances. Where am I overspending? Where am I putting money in areas that aren't actually supporting the goals that I have? And so for the next 7 days, I want you to track your finances and build this greater awareness and build this muscle of, I am no longer going to allow money to run my life. I'm going to take ownership and grab control of my financial situation. The second pillar is career and business. And I feel like this area can really drain us. And I want you to ask yourself, are you doing something that you care about? Are you doing something that lights you up? Is it helping you develop into a greater person? I feel like we all have the power to combine our life and our business to create something that feels meaningful to us based on our interests, our passions, our dreams, in your own unique way to contribute towards society. Are you showing up fully? Are you executing consistently? Are you satisfied with the work, the clients, the amount of money that you're bringing in through your business or your job? Do you have clarity on what the next 90 days need to look like for you to hit some of your goals, your milestones? Right? What I want us to do here is, and of course, 0 out of 10, be honest with yourself. Always be honest with yourself. It's not a bad thing. This is only an opportunity to grow and enhance and increase your level of enjoyment in each of these different areas. But I want you to define, what is one action that you can take that will allow you to be a little bit closer to your goals and a aspect of satisfaction for your career and business? Even if it's not comfortable, even if it creates fear, what do you need to do to make it happen? Okay, the third pillar is relationships. Really take stock on this one. This area of my life is what I believe is why I am where I am today, because sometimes I'm savage in a positive way with the people I surround myself with, because we become who we are surrounded by, who we are giving our time and energy to. And so my question to you is, are the people around you uplifting you? Are they empowering you to be a better person, to make good decisions? Do they make these other pillars that we've talked about, your money, your career and business, your health, do they empower you to make good actions, to take the right decisions in those areas? Or are they draining your energy? Are they energy vampires? Are they keeping you small? Are they making you feel unworthy? Are they providing a safe space for you to feel and be honest? Okay, this week I challenge you to have an honest and vulnerable conversation with one person. With one person. And obviously the most important relationship is with yourself, so maybe that one conversation needs to be with you. Pillar number 4, environment. And this is one we can sweep under the rug sometimes and let pile up. And it's that silent killer. Your physical space, your phone. This stuff is really important, guys. I remember in 2018, my parents made me leave their house and get my own apartment. I was living on Ohio State campus, and it was definitely just not a safe area. In fact, I got robbed. And that, once I started making money as a car salesman, it forced me to level up my environment. It was the most I'd ever been paying on rent. But because I was there, my mental clarity, my habits, the people I was getting to meet, they were also in a similar phase of life where they were trying to grow. They're trying to become better people. Their spaces were clean. They were intentionally building environments that would support their creativity and their execution. So ask yourself, does my space support my execution? Does my space support my level of self-awareness and connection? Am I living in a state or a country that I want to be in? Do I love my home? Why haven't you made that leap to travel internationally, to live in another state? What's keeping you stuck if you're not satisfied with it? What about your phone? That's one of the most important environments nowadays. Are you taking the time to start your day connecting to yourself versus social media? Are you taking the time to detox from your phone if it's something that's creating overwhelm and disconnection? These are all things we have to take stock of. So in your environment, what is one change, whether it's big or small, that you can create to increase your level of joy, calmness, and execution towards the life you're creating? All right, guys, and the final pillar, and I think the most important pillar, is our health. If your nervous system is dysregulated, your execution will be too. And I really want you guys to be honest with yourself about your habits, your decisions, and how you're showing up for your body, for your mind, for your soul, right? It's our diet. Is the food you're eating fuel? Is it fueling your body, or is it taking your energy away? Are you getting movement in? Movement is such an essential ingredient, because we're allowed to transform the stagnant energy in our body. We're allowed to continue growing our muscles, to becoming more flexible, to building endurance. This is all things that create mental toughness so that we can show up even when things aren't comfortable, even when things aren't certain. What about your sleep schedule? Guys, this has been an essential pillar for me right there, is sleep. I'm on day 9 of waking up every single day at 6 a.m. and going to bed, turning my phone off by 9:30 p.m. And I wake up with so much more clarity, so much more confidence and excitement to attack the day, to own the day. That's been probably the biggest nervous system regulator for me. So ask yourself, what's one thing I can do this week? Whether it's removing a specific habit within our diet, or what's one thing I can add into my life that will make this just 1% better? If you've made it this far, I first just want to say you should be really proud of yourself for dedicating the time and the energy to really look under the hood, to put your life under the microscope. Where am I at in these different areas of my life? Am I actually having fun? Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Do I feel the best I can feel? Do I love where I'm living? Right? And this isn't an exercise to change everything in your life. Let's focus on the lowest pillar. How can we just improve that by 1 point? Right? You know what actions that you need to take. You're not stuck. But what you are, your body is probably seeking, is greater harmony with truth, with alignment. How do I live closer to who I naturally am? Because somewhere along the way, we go through these phases of ambition. I want to become this type of person that stands for this. And somewhere along the way, we slowly shrink ourselves. But how do we stay here, but grounded? How do we stay expansive, building towards something massive because we believe in ourselves, but grounded still? Right? And so, yeah, really just take a moment to reflect on these 5 pillars we talked about here. Where are you at? How do you feel about it? And I do want to be super clear, like, this exercise can be really exciting because it shows you your potential. It shows you your opportunity to create and improve your life. This is not to shame, it's not to make you feel unworthy. It's just to create a perspective, to truly see where you are. If you're satisfied with it, then that's beautiful. But if you're not, if you're feeling different energy in your body as you're doing this exercise, or some discomfort or some anger, that's the growth edge. That sounds like a great place to be to me, because it's only up from there. And it's up to you to take that action. My name is Remington Rodney. I am a clarity coach and founder of the 3-week Clarity Reset. And we run this audit deeply in our program. We allow you to create daily non-negotiables and a 90-day execution plan so you can move from guessing in your life to confidence, from lacking clarity to structure and belief in yourself. Thank you guys for listening. Have a beautiful rest of your day and keep shining your light. Peace.